if you're a business owner and you're in the United States of America and you need to grab a hold of funding, or if you have business ideas, this is the one to watch. Hi there, welcome to the channel. My name is Ben Kofi, aka Credit Kofi. I teach you guys out there how to gain access to the money, the moolah, the bling, and the ka-ching. Basically, we're going to get in today how to structure your business profile to get business funding. This is for startups and also for more mature businesses. Let's get it. So you may not be aware of the fact that 8 out of 10 business owners that actually walk into the banks in the United States of America are basically laughed right back out of the door, simply because of the fact that banks, credit unions, they understand the fact that a lot of businesses fail. And unlike a car loan or a mortgage loan, basically those individual products are backed by something. If you don't pay for the car, you don't make your car loan, they take the car away from you. If you don't pay your mortgage, they take the mortgage away from you. But if your business fails, what is the bank left with? There's no actual collateral for them to take. In the United States of America and a lot of the Western world, most businesses fail. Most businesses don't even make it past the 5-year mark. I think it is around about 8 out of 10 of those fail. So all the risk is on the bank. So the thing is, you need to submit a lot of paperwork, tax returns, P&Ls, bank statements, all these things that most startups don't have. So it all starts with the Secretary of State. If your business is not registered properly, or you haven't got your paperwork together, or your paperwork doesn't match, or it's not congruent across your EIN, Secretary of State, and other filings, basically that sends off red flags, because what you're dealing with banks is you're dealing with algorithms first and foremost. And if your things don't match up as far as your particulars, as far as your business is concerned, they're not going to give you any money because they see consistency and congruency as credibility. So the key is to make sure that your business name, your business address is all locked in. The IRS number that makes you or breaks you. So imagine, if you will, you're walking into a bank, you want to borrow $100,000. To the bank, you don't exist in this scenario because of the fact that you skipped one principal number that makes a difference to the bank, which basically makes you visible or invisible in the United States of America when you're looking for funding from banks or credit unions. That number is your EIN number, or your employer identification number. In essence, is your business social security number. Without that number, you're not going to get any funding whatsoever. But the key thing is, your EIN number basically has to line up with the Secretary of State filing. Now, if your address, your name, or any of that stuff, as I mentioned before, if it doesn't match, basically the whole house of cards comes crashing down and you're going to get a denial. The hidden risk in every loan offer. So here's a dirty little secret that banks don't necessarily tell you about, okay? When you sign up for a loan, you may be taking all of the risk into your own hands. So you may be risking your savings. Now, basically what that's called is a personal guarantee. The reason why we're talking about personal guarantees is because in the early stages of your business, you have no track record with lenders. So basically what you do have is collateral. But here's the thing, and here's the strategy. In the beginning, you can accept that, okay? Because the fact that you're not working with much, but the key is building business credit over time, or moreover, building a business credit profile, okay, as leverage, so you're not having to personally guarantee things. Now, what that does is it basically shifts liability away from your personal life and it shifts it over to the business side. So in essence, you're more protected. What startups without paperwork must do. Now, you may think to yourself, you can't get funding without profit and loss sheets. Absolutely wrong, okay? Here's how you play the game differently in order to gain access to the cash. So if your business doesn't have tax returns, P&Ls, no balance sheets, or any of that stuff, don't panic, okay? Here are the factors that you need to take into consideration, or the factors that they're going to judge you on in order to get to the cash. So your personal credit score needs to be around about 680. 700 is really the sweet spot. 700 plus is where you really want to be. You're going to need to set up with a Secretary of State. So what are you going to need? You're going to need that EIN number. So you're going to need some proof of revenue, okay? Not necessarily in your business, but this could be from your W-2 job. At least 3 months of bank statements. That's going to help you tremendously. What mature businesses must show. Now, let's say, for example, you've been in business for 5 years. You're going to think to yourself, okay, I'm funding ready. I've got credibility. I've got history. I've got P&Ls. I've got tax returns. Yes, you're right. But there are other things that which you need to take into consideration, which I'm going to go over. So yes, they do want tax returns. They want 2 to 3 years of tax returns. Profit and loss statement, of course. They want a balance sheet showing all of your assets and also all of your liabilities as well. They're going to want bank statements for the last 6 to 12 months. So here's the reality. When your business is more established, lenders don't just look at your personal credit, okay? They want to see that your business has numbers. If your paperwork is, let's say, sloppy, all over the place, inconsistent, it kills your funding chances. The power of personal and business credit together. So here's the funding secret that not many people teach, okay? When you combine business credit with personal credit, and also on top of that, your business is structured correctly. Basically, this is when banks start chasing you because they see you as highly credible. They see you as highly bankable. So a more mature business with strong financials, paperwork, a clean business credit profile, let's add on top of that secure lines of credit. Basically, you have access now to corporate cards, okay? Now, you're not relying on the personal side anymore or personal guarantees. So the smartest of all entrepreneurs that I've seen anyway, they leverage both. They leverage personal credit, they leverage business credit. Now, as they grow, that's when they start to tap into their business credit. Basically, with business credit, you're going to get more banks wanting to deal with you. You're going to look more credible as a business as opposed to that of a personal. The $1 million shortcut few business owners even know. So why is it that you think that there are some businesses out there that are able to scale to millions, sometimes tens of millions, and then there are others out there that are broke for years? The simple one thing that is the differential between those two is funding, or moreover, their attitudes towards funding. One treats funding like a formula and the other individual treats it like the lottery, okay? And you know which one is the one that's going to win. So here's the formula that wealthy entrepreneurs use. Number one, they register properly with the Secretary of State. Number two, they get their EIN aligned with their business and all their business particulars aligned as well. There's congruency, there's consistency. Number three, they open business bank accounts that match their filings. Number four, they build strong personal credit to get early stage access to approvals. They also leverage credit and also bank statements. And number six, if they're mature, they keep tax returns, P&Ls, and balance sheets at the ready. And number seven, they grow their business credit until lenders basically offer them funding with no personal guarantees. So my name is Ben Kofi, aka Credit Kofi. I make this content for you completely free of charge. Please smash that subscribe button. Share this to individuals right across America who need this information so they can grow. See you soon.